Forecast First, sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
And it is a hot summer day out there across central Illinois. But we're watching for maybe a little bit of rain. You can see the storms trying to line up out across parts of Iowa and Missouri and eventually western Illinois later tonight. But it's just full sunshine and heat out there right now. Upper 80s, but with the humidity, it feels like the mid and upper 90s out there. It's going to stay really muggy through this evening. We're going to see rain chances increase after midnight. We'll time more of that out for you for your Friday. Look at the rest of your weekend when we come back here in just a little bit. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
Remember this video? A woman drove off a bridge and onto I-57. But the question is still out there, why? We have the latest on the investigation. Plus, it's the one thing doctors don't want you to skip. When is the best time to get your flu shot? And farming is so much more than tractors and combines. You're going to want to see the innovative way they're using drones to push the future of farming.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 5.
Thousands of you have seen this crash video, and while state police say their investigation is over, the story is not. Good evening. I'm Jennifer Roscoe. Paul is off tonight. A lot of you, myself included, still asking questions about what happened and what comes next. Tonight, we do have some new details. But first, let's go back to last Tuesday. Police say 28-year-old Aisha Marshall drove off the unfinished Bradley Avenue Bridge in Champaign. Her Jeep went airborne before landing near I-57. Concrete barriers stopped her from going onto the road. Marshall and her 2 passengers survived. Police ticketed her for not obeying a traffic control device. Today, state police tell us investigators will be handing over the details of their investigation to the Champaign County State's Attorney's Office. We've also learned there was a toxicology screening. Those results also go to the state's attorney. Now, as of this afternoon, the state's attorney's office had not received the paperwork, but we are on it, and we will be asking those questions. There could be a solution to the state's nursing shortage, and it would mean a change in the law. A U of I study compared California's law to Illinois'. California requires a ratio of 1 nurse to every 5 patients. Illinois doesn't have any mandate like that, and some say it could help. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Franklin is live from our Capitol newsroom. So, Gabrielle, how would having that ratio help the shortage?
Well, Jennifer, when some nurses feel overwhelmed, they could feel the urge to quit and leave the industry. That's why some people are calling for the mandate, while others say a mandate would absolutely make the shortage worse. The Illinois Hospital and Health Association says the survey does not highlight the full picture of the nurse-to-patient ratio debate. Right now, California is the only state that has the staffing mandate in place. 2 bills at the Capitol pushed for Illinois to join California in this, but never made it out this session. The Hospital Association spokesman says it could cost people in our area, writing, quote, hospitals in rural communities in central and southern Illinois will not be able to find enough nurses to meet the ratios and would face fines of up to $25,000 under the legislation proposed this spring. Now, the Illinois Nursing Association, who was for the bill, says that they will be ready to advocate again for this measure whenever lawmakers bring it back up. Jennifer?
Okay, let us know what happens. Thank you so much. Illinois is projected to face a shortage of more than 20,000 nurses by next year. The aging workforce is a factor in that. The State Nursing Workforce Center reports 34% of nurses are the ages 55 to 64. You're going to start hearing this a lot. Did you get your flu shot yet? Flu season is coming. Our WCIA 3's Jen Last talked to a doctor who explained why it's so important to get vaccinated.
Hospitals and pharmacies are preparing for the start of flu season, which usually begins to pick up in October and November. The CDC says flu activity will peak between December and February and can carry on well into spring. The symptoms?
Fever, chills, nausea, vomiting, shortness of breath, body aches, those are all very common things with influenza.
Doctors say you should start getting flu shots before activity increases so your body has a couple of weeks to build immunity.
People can start getting flu shots as young as 6 months of age. And the people who are at most risk for having severe reactions to flu are the very young and the very old.
Christie Clinic Dr. Mitch Hamill explains why it's so important for people to get the shot.
The reason we do them is for twofold. One, to help prevent the illness in you, but also to help the spread to others. So unless you've had a severe reaction to flu shots in the past or certain allergies, it is a good idea.
The CDC says last year's flu season was the longest in the past decade. Doctors hope to get the word out early this season so people don't set a new flu record. Jen Lask, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Now, we've shared a list of upcoming flu clinics on our website. You can find that at WCIA.com. Last flu season, about 41 million people had flu symptoms. Almost 20 million went to the doctor. 610,000 were hospitalized. And the CDC estimates roughly 57,000 people, including 91 children, died from the flu and complications last season. The State Terrorism Task Force is making sure every school is equipped with supplies in case the unthinkable happens. More than 7,000 Stop the Bleed kits were given to schools around the state. The campaign aims making sure bystanders have the skills and tools to help if something traumatic were to happen at a school. The task force is calling on the medical community, volunteer organizations, and first responders to help with hands-on training. A Christian County man was arrested. He's accused of sexually assaulting a child. Police say 21-year-old Caleb Vaughn of Taylorville assaulted a child under the age of 13. He could face up to 60 years in prison if found guilty. A man in Rantoul was arrested after they say he threatened a police officer. Police were called to a house on Marco Drive near Naples Drive yesterday because of loud music. They found Dozie Faust. He was already on parole, but he refused to give police his name, so they arrested him. On their way to jail, police say he threatened to hurt one of the officers. His parole was revoked, and now he's back behind bars. Police are investigating after a vacant house caught fire in Danville. It happened on Nicholas Street near Williams last night. Firefighters were told homeless people sometimes stay at the vacant house, but they didn't find anyone there. No one was hurt. No word on what started that fire. It's been a hot few days. Now some schools are getting creative to stay cool. Plus, the best band in the land added some new faces today, but they're only temporary, with the Marching Illini invited to join them.